it's Michael Wainplant here again. Today I'm going to talk a bit about Adobe Bridge. It's a program I am experimenting again with for image ingest. You might ask, what is image ingest? Image ingesting is when you are taking your images from your memory card and importing them into your computer. So you ingest the images to the computer. I have been using, over the last few years, PhotoMechanic. However, PhotoMechanic has now moved to a monthly license, so I'm looking for alternative programs. As my main raw conversion program is PhotoLab by DxO, I'm struggling because DxO's PhotoLab does not ingest or import files. I can quickly point the program at a folder and it will open that and show me what's inside it, but it doesn't import images in. Now, I've got two options. One is Adobe Bridge, which, for those of you who aren't aware of it, if you do not have an Adobe Creative Cloud account, you can sign up for an Adobe Creative Cloud account and you can download and use Adobe Bridge for free. The other program will be the subject of another video at some point, which will be FastRawViewer, and that's a very good program for doing some of this, but as I'm still learning to use it, I'm not going to cover it in today's video. Now, before you start inserting your memory card into your computer, there is one little thing that makes life a lot easier. So you go to Settings and make sure under your General tab that when a camera is connected, launch Adobe Photo Downloader. If that is unconnected, then the bit that makes this all work will not activate. So once that's activated, you then insert a memory card into your computer, and that will then launch this device that will actually import your images. So you select the device that you're going to import files from, you choose where you're going to save them to, and in this case I'm saving it to my hard drives, which have all my image library. Now, my image library spans back from 2004 up to the current date, and each year is organized in a year and then in a folder for that year, and then inside there happens to be JPEGs and RAW files. Once you've selected the folder that you want to be storing your images in, hit open, and that then puts the images where you want. Now, I have already created a custom template, which are available here, which will, and unfortunately for you to use them, you have to have created them before you insert your memory card reader. So there's a little gotcha in the process of working with Adobe Bridge, and that if you want to embed your metadata, you've got to have created a metadata template beforehand. I'll go into that in a few minutes. However, so since I've already created one, I'm selecting it, and that will then apply the metadata to the pictures. I also use a simple process of my name in the front of my files. I then have it set for shot date with year, month and date, and then a file number, and that can be adjusted if you want to, or from the last time you photographed it. If you wanted to, at this point, you could be converting your files to DNG as you're importing them. I don't recommend it, but it is a doable thing if you want DNG files from your NEF, CR2, ARW files. I recommend you never delete the original files while you're copying them, and you can save an additional copy to another hard drive, which is very useful. So I'm going to change that and select the folder for that and add that to the same folder. So when I'm importing, I'm going to my main drive and my auxiliary drive, all one go. Bridge only lets me do it to 2 folders. So once I've done that, and I select Get Media, and that will then copy all the files to the folder that I want done. It's a really simple process and easy to do. Now, once that's done, I wanted to show you metadata how to create a metadata template. So create new metadata template is hidden under get create metadata template. So you click on that, you give your metadata template a name. I'm just going to give it my full name here. You then select what you want it to be including. If you're completing this metadata, you will be adding this to your pictures as you import them. So it's really useful to have this information all set out and added, ready to go. So as you can see, edit some information. Once that's done, and you can even be a bit more descriptive than this, you can add keywords, you can add dates created, genres, sublocations, city, country IS codes. So there's an awful lot of information you can add within this. You can add events. So if you set up a metadata template for an event, or for instance if you're photographing a model, you can add all this information inside, and that will then, if I was to import a new folder, it would then enable me to apply that metadata template to the images. A couple of little things that I nearly forgot to talk about, and those happen to be the one of the great things about this program is I can use numbers to select a image, and I can use letters to edit them. So for command 1, if I want to put a star on, command 2 if I want a rating on it, and it will sort them based on the ratings that I want them to have. I can add labels by using different commands. So on the label and the ratings, I can then sort and edit how I want this. It's really easy program to use, and when you want to adjust it, you can slide these things around wherever there's a double bar, so you can make things bigger, smaller. You can reposition things within the frame. I can take something and drag and drop it over to another section. Ideally I want to drop it into one section so that it drops in. So it is a very flexible program, and you can sort it via rating, label, color profile, type, file name, and it's really simple. And as I said, if you sign up for Adobe Creative Cloud without paying any money, you actually get to download Adobe Bridge for free. Thank you, and we'll see you again next time. Bye. And that's it.